Hi and welcome to my Mabon reading. Mabon is the autumn equinox, and Mabon is the time in the Celtic religions where the king is traveling down into the underworld to be reborn again. And it is a time to revisit what was good for us, what do we need to change, what is it that we want to bring into the new life, and what is that we have to let go. And the cards that I've pulled are Nightmare, Ignorance, Turandot, Morgan Le Fay, Patience, Speed, and Saturn. And we are now approaching the last tight square between Saturn and Uranus, so it is a form of speed versus slowing down, tradition versus progress, revolution versus holding on to power. So it will be a time of tension, but this tension is needed to bring change. I mean, Uranus comes out of another dimension, or is an energy that is beyond our dimension, is beyond our Saturnian reality on this earth. So we need, in a way, maybe in the future we won't, but at the moment we still need Saturnian boundaries, Saturnian structure. And Uranus is beyond structure, but we need structure to ground the changes that Uranus is demanding. It is a time of adjustment. These next 3 months are a time of adjustments. In astrology, we have the 4 cardinal points with Libra, Capricorn, Aries, and Cancer. That are the moments of change where we go into winter, where we go into spring, where we go into summer, or right now we go into autumn. And that these points show how the energies will be overall the next 3 months. And the next 3 months show us that it is about an adjustment between change and holding on to certain structures. And that with Turandot, that brings a lot of rage, that brings a lot of people trying to push their agenda, people trying to overpower others. And we have also Ignorance and Nightmare. So it is not the way to ignore, it is not the way to just pull yourself out of everything and say, oh, it's just enough for me, I don't want to be involved in anything. This will only lead to nightmares, because we somehow have to involve us into this dance. It is a dance, and it is a wild dance, and we will have the best results in this dance if we are patient. This is why I really like that I've pulled this card, because patience tells us slow down. Not every possibility that is offered to you is good. Not every opinion that is offered to you is true. Be patient. You will see what is true for you. You will see what is right for you. You have to let things develop. It is a wild time. And with Morgan Le Fay is a card that is talking about a point of transition. Morgan Le Fay says, I only give you the wisdom once you are ready. And this goes for our society, and this goes for humanity, and this goes also for us in our personal life. So we will see in the astrology with Mercury, thankfully, in a trine to Pluto, there will be revelations, but we cannot push them. We cannot force them. These revelations will come when we are ready. There is a promise of revelation. There is a promise of some form of guidance, but we cannot push it. It will come when we are ready. And what we are seeing in the astrology is that this autumn equinox is coming with a Mercury retrograde. And this Mercury retrograde is also the ruler of Mars, which will also go retrograde in October in Gemini. And this means that there will be a lot of false agendas, a lot of words of aggression, like in the cards Turandot, too fast. I mean, Mars in Gemini is this impulse to say, oh, I just have a holiday, I just drive around, I will find somehow a place to sleep, I will somehow find a place to stay. And you can do that, but with Mars retrograde it is telling, well, you need patience. You need patience to find the place. You cannot expect everything to fall into place just because you want it. And there is a strong frustration in the air during these times. And with Mercury retrograde and also opposing Jupiter and Neptune, it might be on the world stage, there might be communication, or there might be negotiations between countries, there might be negotiations in areas of crises, but these negotiations, they are sometimes like smoke bombs. Sometimes it is really fast, and sometimes nothing is going on. So there are a lot of truths in the air that are not true at all. They are just for pushing your agenda. So as I said, it will be a wild time, and it will be a wild time on a personal level, also in our relationships, because Mercury is with the Sun in Libra. So it is also in our personal life, it is not easy to negotiate negotiate because we are frustrated by others, we are confused by others, we are angry towards others because there are no easy solutions. We need patience during that time. We need patience during the time in our personal relationships. We need patience during the time in our profession, and we need patience during the time on the world stage. We need patience because there will be a lot going on. There will be a lot of solutions. There will be a lot of talking, but very few of this will remain. And thankfully, Mercury, as I said before, is in a trine to Pluto. So we will get revelations. Truth will be revealed to us, but we cannot force it. And we should be skeptical if others tell us what the truth is. We should take our time, feel it in our body. Underneath those smoke bombs, and this is quite beautiful, is an earth trine between Uranus and the North Node in Taurus, Pluto in Capricorn, and Venus in Virgo. So it is about a paradigm shift, and this paradigm shift will bring a new way of relating with Venus, a new way of materializing things, a new way of attracting new things into our life. And maybe from a bird's eye view, we are all in this confusion soup together, because confusion in a way, even though it is not the most comfy place to be, confusion in a way helps us not to be so much in our limited mind and in our limited beliefs, because when we are confused in a way, we are more open to new horizons, to new possibilities. It is maybe a time where these smoke bombs are needed, as strange as that sounds. So I would say we need patience, and we need to see this as a time where something new is born, and somehow it needs the protection of those smoke bombs so that we are open for this new, that we get ready for this new, that we are more flexible to be able to materialize this new seed that is born. And Moon and Ceres together on Regulus mean that this is also something that is happening, that maybe even a female ruler might die or might step down. This female ruler somehow is a symbol of the old, that somehow it is time that this is changing. This is part of this new paradigm, and I'm thinking of Great Britain. I don't know whether the Queen will die. It might be that she even goes into another dimension, that it is time. Hi, this is Editing Me, and yesterday it was announced that the British Queen had died, and what I also said in the video. So I feel like that this process of mourning will go on for the next 3 months, and that this process of mourning is also a process of letting go of a certain structure that also we have in ourselves. There is something that needs to die in the way we see the world, and that maybe also another female prominent person might die. I would say it is female, or someone that at least represents a certain tradition. So this is an update because in the video I just thought that it might be time that some very prominent queen or ruler, feminine ruler, might die. This is on a larger scale part of the whole changing paradigm that is going on, and that she in a way is a symbol of the old, and that also in us there is a mourning that some old structures are leaving us. And even though we might be into change, and we might be, yes, it is time for revolution, it is time for change, it is time for a new consciousness, there is a part of us that is mourning that some old structures that in a way gave us safety are leaving us, and that we should also take the time for this morning and to respect these times of transitions are there to invite the new, but also to mourn that something is leaving us, and to honor it first and foremost, that the old is leaving. To give thanks to the old and say thank you for being there, and now it is time for something new. To me it seems that there is a new seed, especially in the way we relate, in the way we relate to each other, in the way we relate to ourselves, and in the way we relate relate to the earth, because Venus in Virgo is about service, and we sometimes forget that we are here to serve. We are here to serve through love. In a trine to Uranus, it says the more we are free, the more we are able to love, because a free soul is love in action. So I wish you a lot of freedom to express your love, and I wish you a lot of solutions where you find your way, the truth that is yours. So all the best till next time. Namaste.